we will be going over the new NECA Triceraton Zog. Coming packaged in a gloss finished box with suggested poses and plenty of great Eastman art. This one is huge, and here's a size comparison for you. But we're not here for paper, we're here for plastic. And just before we start, I would like to thank our sponsors. Me. Thank you. You're great. If you're just tuning in, I do these videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I do longer, boring videos on my YouTube every Thursday. So if you're interested or would like to, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, or not, just view helps. And if you want to take that support even further, I have a Buy Me Coffee right here. All proceeds go to cameras, lighting, mics, etc. Thank you so much. From outer space and into the sewers, the deteriorating brain of the Triceraton named Zog is rewired to help a turtle named Zoraph, or we know as Raphael. And he's a force to be reckoned with. This is NECA's largest figure from the series so far, presenting an incredible amount of sculpted detail with a decent paint job. Again, this is not the Mirage Comics version, but the IDW colors that we have been getting for most of this line. It's not the worst miscoloring in all this series, but we have seen worse. The first and biggest issue I have is this right arm. If they wanted this to be even more accurate to the IDW version, they should have included a sleeved arm accessory to switch back and forth to match the incredible inconsistency of IDW's recoloring. This recoloring I don't mind as much as the others though. Hopefully we'll see a normal Triceraton in the near future so I can replace his arm to truly make him Mirage Zog. With saying that though, Kevin Eastman did do all of this new artwork for this series. Now, I'm not sure whether or not the figure or the drawing came first during this production. However, his artwork does help break IDW's illusion. Secondly, and rather the easier thing to fix, of course, is the IDW coloring. Traditionally, the Triceraton eyes are white and not this dark red that nearly blends in with the orange. What should blend in, I believe, at least a little bit, are all of his horns. I don't mind the white, but I would prefer them to be all matching like in the comic books. And lastly, all these red triangles should be yellow. But again, I don't think this is the worst recoloring. This is just what I would change on the figure if I decide to keep it. He comes with a good amount of accessories, starting with his Triceraton knife, then his Triceraton blaster, and his Triceraton grenades, 2 of which are molded the same. And also we have 6 spare hands. We have open palms, right hand for his gun, a left hand for grenades, and 2 hands for his knife. Now, I can only get it into his right. The left hand grip is really too tight for any of his accessories to put in it. It's a little frustrating, but it's useless unless you find a use. I should also mention that paint chips off of him constantly. This is just in the hands and the tail and the elbows and anywhere there's a moving joint, really. And now for articulation. For a big guy like this, isn't too bad. He can balance as if he's running towards you, or just in general. His arms can come out straight, has a rotating waist joint. He can also do the splits. For a figure this size, those are things I kind of look out for and personally all I need. But that's not to say he's limited in areas. Of course, since he's so bulky, it's hard to get him in those tight Eastman and layered positions that they draw him in. I think they could have made some adjustments to his chest just so his arms could come in maybe even a little bit. I personally don't mind these legs either. Some improvement on these knees, sure, but I believe most of my problems could be solved by just simple toe articulation. Overall, this is not a bad figure, and I have been enjoying him, especially with the Return to New York Raph we've recently gotten. These two look stunning on the shelf together, and a great memento to those moments in the classic Return to New York series. This NECA line can be messy, but as a fan of strictly comic book figures, the comic line of the Turtles has got to be one of the best out there. There have been many letdowns recently for comic-based lines, but the Turtles are certainly getting the treatment, solely for the molds. It's a hit every time for me. Sure, it's NECA articulation, but you're going to get a damn good looking figure whether you like it or not. or whether you like the paint or not. Zog here takes a good amount of space and well balanced and is huge, and for $50 price range is not a bad deal at all. And sure, the right arm is going to be an eyesore for some of you old Turtle fans. It certainly is for me, and the only reason I would hesitate on getting this figure. That's all I have for this one, though. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and thank you for supporting APR, Action Posing Resource. Please enjoy the rest of the slideshow. Thank you.